Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be looking at upcoming major hurricane Beryl. It's already named, but it's expected to become a major hurricane. And we're also going to be looking at a potential system behind it. So both of these could be a very big land threat. Beryl to like Jamaica, the Caribbean, maybe even the United States. And the second system behind it, a lot of models are showing it being a threat to the United States, as well as the Caribbean as well. So without further ado, let's get started. So we are going to start with Beryl. So it is currently 65 miles an hour, moved west at 23 miles an hour, and it is expected now to become a major hurricane before it hits the Windward Islands. And it could be up to 115 miles an hour, and then it's going to head towards Jamaica. And Jamaica is likely to get hurricane force winds as of right now, but that cone could move north because there's been a northern trend over the past few days, and then it could head towards the Yucatan in Mexico, or it could hit the Yucatan and maybe go towards Texas, maybe even Louisiana, but probably not that far east. Now, there's a lot of uncertainties past day 4 and 5, so we don't want to be too focused on the cone. Also, in today's video, we're not going to be using the HWRF, the HMON, the HAFS, because they've been going really strong. They've been showing like Cat 5. So yeah, not accurate right now, I don't think. So we're going to be focusing on the main models and ensembles. So yeah, also sorry if there's an echo. Anyway, rainfall potential. So if you see that dotted, that lined area, that's lower confidence. But we can see up to 4 to 6 inches of rain in parts of the Windward Islands, 2 to 4 inches in other places. And then as we get towards Jamaica, the Dominican Republic, and Haiti, it's showing 1 to 2 inches there. And even in the Dominican Republic parts, we can see 4 to 6 inches. Now, of course, that's not fully going out. Obviously, those rain chances are going to increase as we get closer. Now, I do think wind and wind gusts are going to be the largest threat in this system, but it's very hard to say, so we are going to have to see. But definitely flash flooding and mudslides are a large threat. In terms of arrival time and wind speed probabilities, winds are expected to reach the Windward Islands, tropical storm winds, Monday 8 a.m., Dominican Republic Tuesday 8 a.m., and Jamaica Wednesday 8 a.m., and potentially the Yucatan Wednesday or probably Thursday. Now, the earliest reasonable, it could be like 12 hours earlier, not too much of a change. So tropical storm impacts, I think it's going to be the largest threat for Jamaica, and depending on if it moves north, it's going to be a bigger threat for the Dominican Republic or Cuba. So tropical storm threats, a lot of areas could be seeing tropical storm conditions. What we're really more uncertain on is who's going to see the hurricane impact. But I'd say anybody in the area, prepare for at least tropical storm conditions. So southern Cuba, the Dominican Republic, Haiti, Jamaica, and parts of the Yucatan. I'm expecting Jamaica to see hurricane conditions, but you have some models taking it more north, so they might just see tropical storm conditions. In fact, it could be where it just goes in between the islands and nobody really sees hurricane conditions. I mean, they still probably put hurricane warnings just in case, but that's a possibility. So everybody just prepare for at least tropical storm conditions. Windward Islands, though, parts of you guys are definitely going to see major hurricane conditions, winds of over 115 miles an hour, but definitely everybody in the Windward Islands prepare for at least tropical storm conditions. Now, and we're going to go to hurricane wind speed probabilities. We're up to 30 to 40% chance on the Windward Islands, and then we're getting towards up towards 20% towards Jamaica, and up towards 10% in Haiti and the Dominican Republic. We will get more certain on this as the system gets closer. Also, guys, I'm sorry for not making a video last night because I found out early that Beryl had been named, so I was waiting for the new NHC update that came out, but then it just was so late, and all the models I picked were all outdated now because there was new runs coming in. So yeah, sorry for not posting yesterday because that would have been a good day. But then again, this still hasn't impacted land yet, so we're still early. So yeah, definitely major hurricane. Some models have been showing category 4. We'll get to that in a bit. Key messages. So it's going to rapidly strengthen and become a major hurricane before it reaches the Windward Islands. Destructive hurricane force winds and storm surge. Definitely, there's a hurricane watch in effect. Heavy rainfall and localized flooding expected Sunday night and Monday. And Western and Central Caribbean people there should be watch out. And of course, uncertainty in days 4 and 5. We're looking at the public advisory to see the watches. So hurricane watch for Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and Grenadine Islands, and Grenada. And tropical storm watch is in effect for Martinique and Tobago. So what we're really going to be seeing is hazards affecting land. Hurricane conditions are possible in the hurricane watch area by Sunday night or Monday morning. Tropical storm conditions are possible in the tropical storm watch area by Monday morning. 5 to 7 feet of storm surge possible, 3 to 6 inches of rain. And yeah, definitely very worrying system. Now, so we're going to go back just to show you guys those watches and warnings again. So, yeah, definitely watch out if you are in the tropical storm, if you have the potential to get tropical storm conditions. And obviously, you can tell by that, by the wind speed probabilities. But yeah, even if you're not on the watch, just watch out. Everybody, like I said, should prepare for at least tropical storm conditions. Even places in Texas, I would say, should be watching out for, you know, in the coming days, tropical storm conditions for parts of Texas. Maybe up to Louisiana, but probably not. Sorry for bugging you out there. Anyway, we are going to go into the models now, and then we're going to go to the second system. So we're done with the NHC. Oh, well, actually, one more thing. Here's the watches that you can see on the left, and then the surface wind field so far. And actually, no, one more thing. Here is the forecast positions. We're expecting it to become Category 1 hurricane in the next 12 hours, a Category 2 in the next 24 hours, and a major hurricane in the next 48 hours, and that's going to weaken as it gets past Jamaica. But still, it's going to hit Jamaica probably as around Category 2, but that's still going to be bad. And it could be even stronger than that. So yeah, anyway, we're going to go to this cool website I found. We're going to use this website, and I just found out this existed, and it's really cool. So, we're going to, we're going to look at the official forecast. So here's the cone, and then here is the model intensity guidance. So we have the HAFSB going towards Category 4, HWRF taking this, they're going almost Category 5, HWRF and HWRF and HBON going to Category 4. So a lot of models are going Category 3, and some even going Category 4. Most everything on here, though, is at least at a Category 2 by day 3. And now, and in terms of, we're going to go to the summary plot here. So max winds, according to the ship, max potential intensity going towards Category 5. So definitely, I'm not thinking we're going to see 155 knots. But yeah, that's what they say. And in terms of the forecast tracks, there's a GEFS. We're going to go to the GEFS and EPS runs in a second, like later, but that's going to be for this. Sorry, I had to cut the video there because my family came in. But I was going to say that we are going to look at the GEFS and EPS ensembles later, and CMC, but that's going to be for the second system. The first system, we're more confident. We don't really need to look at all those models. But here's the GEFS. So yeah, sorry about that. In terms of the exact model tracks, here you go. Most of them are taking it into Jamaica, but there's more models I'll show you later for the system. And forecast track density. So of course we have, you see the terminus to GFS, it goes towards Texas and Mexico. So, of course, track density is all over the place here. We have even one going to Florida, so obviously very uncertain past days 4 to 5. I don't think it's going to go to Florida, but yeah. And one other thing I want to show you, two other things I want to show you before we get to the exact ensembles for this system. So up to 60 hours, high confidence. Up to 108 hours, moderate confidence. But you see day 5, low confidence past there. And we have less spread until 84 hours. Then we have average 4 to 6 days out, average model spread. And then we have less spread as we get past that. And we can see here that for the track density, overall, It's very certain up to almost Jamaica, and then it kind of spreads out, and then it could hit anywhere from the Yucatan. It could even go into the Eastern Pacific. Some show, and then some show it going towards Florida, Louisiana, and really you see the big circle there. That means it's very uncertain. So that's why I'm saying a lot of people should just be preparing, looking, and maybe preparing for tropical storm conditions if you're a little bit closer. So we're gonna get everything on here. Just gonna. So we have all the things here. So CMC in the Canadian model in pink, UCMET in blue, GFS in green, ECMWF in red, and then the total ensemble mean in purple. So we do see that mostly the models are in mostly agreement until we get to Jamaica. And then we have a lot of spread again. Some going off the East Coast. You see there's some going into Florida, some going towards Texas and Louisiana, and then a lot going towards Mexico. So we do see mostly agreement, but we do see the total ensemble mean is taking it south of Jamaica as of right now into the Yucatan. I do believe that will move more north. In terms of the GFS, it's going more north into Jamaica, and then into the Yucatan, and the GEFS mean takes it into the Gulf. The UCMET is very south. I would not really trust that. The Canadian ensembles are taking it into the northern Yucatan, while the CMC is just taking it into the South Yucatan. So that's very uncertain. And then we see a lot of model spread there. Now, in terms of the spaghetti models, we do see a lot of spread, a lot going towards the Yucatan. But then we have models like NavGam and GFS going into the Gulf towards the United States, where the mountains would weaken it if it went towards Cuba, but then if it's able to make it into the Gulf, it could re-strengthen and become a bigger threat to the United States. So we're going to now look at this second system. If you have any questions on the first system or the second system, please leave them in the comments. I'll make sure to answer them. So for GEFS so far, okay, we have that first system there. We have the second system. We have some support, and it kind of goes north towards the mountains into the Dominican Republic. If we look at 6Z, a lot of models are going off these coasts or just not forming it, while 0Z, a lot of more models take it towards Florida, the Gulf of Mexico. You see there a lot. Now, whether it could be a tropical storm up to a hurricane, again, very uncertain, so I'm not calling anything yet, but I am saying that it could be a worrying threat. And the second system, the second is going to be much shorter than the first system, obviously. So a lot of models on 6Z start forming that system towards the end of the run. And if we look at 0Z, we see a lot of ensembles there take it up the East Coast towards Florida, and the Carolinas even. Now we're going to look at the Canadian model. Central America, the Caribbean. And we're going to look at the MSLP. And 12Z is still loading. But actually I think 0Z, I think 12Z is already loaded on another website. I might be able to pull that up in a second. 0Z takes into the Florida Panhandle, so definitely a tropical storm risk for maybe even Jamaica again, Cuba, and the Florida Panhandle. But I think the Canadian model is already loaded on this different website. Oops. It is taking it towards Louisiana, Texas instead. And previous runs before that have been taking it into the Yucatan. So it's very uncertain, the second system. But yeah, whether it's the first system, if models do think you could be hit, I would say just prepare for at least tropical storm conditions, even placed in the United States maybe. Second system, I'll keep an eye on it. And if you are in the Windward Islands, some areas, please prepare for major hurricane conditions. Definitely very dangerous conditions there. I'll keep you guys updated. Sorry for the cut earlier in the video. I hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. Make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, bye guys.